Today we're going to be talking about our predictions for the NCAA wrestling brackets of 125 and 133 and who's going to be the champion. We'll have two separate videos for each weight class, so check them out on my channel. Let's go into the video. First off, at the top half of the 125 bracket, there is the round of 32. The first matchup, of course, Spencer Lee versus Patrick McCormick. This is an easy choice here. Spencer Lee just been dominant throughout the whole entire season. Then it's Killian Cardinal versus Cody Russell. This is kind of a toss-up, but Russell has only one loss on the season from App State. He's doing a pretty good season so far. Probably will be able to beat Killian Cardinal in this matchup. Then it's Devin Schroeder and Rayvon Foley, who are probably going to win their matches. Both guys from the Big Ten going up against guys who are really not near their level. Then after that, it is Brody Tesk, who's probably going to get a win, easy win over there. And then Michael D'Agostino versus Travis M. I'm not going to say his last name because it's so hard to pronounce, but Travis M., a great wrestler. He's a freshman from Oklahoma State. Got three really good freshmen there, including him, but can probably get the upset against Michael D'Agostino, who isn't having the best season. Guy from Northwestern, underperformed at the Big Tens, and will probably get upset by Trevor M. And then finally, last two matchups, Liam Cronin and Drew Hildebrandt should have easy wins over their respective opponents. And at the bottom half of 125, in the round of 32, it's Eric Barnett versus Jarrett Lane. Now, Barnett has 5 losses, but they have been two significantly tougher opponents than who Jarrett Lane has faced. But Barnett really hasn't gotten any good high-quality wins over any opponents who are ranked higher than the opponents that Lane has beat. So that's why we're going to take the undefeated Jarrett Lane in this one. That's going to be Ragson, who probably will get a win over Daniel Vega. Ragson, another freshman in this 125 bracket, really could shake things up if he doesn't be as inconsistent as he was at the Big Tens. Then Camacho should have an easy win, and so shall Lamont against Jackson DeSario. Robert Howard will probably lose to Malik Heinzelman. Howard has just been really inconsistent, kind of like Dylan Ragson. And then in the final two matchups, Patrick McKee should get the win, and so shall Sam Latona. And back to the top half of the bracket, in the round of 16 in quarterfinals, Spencer Lee probably will get the win over Cody Russell. No brainer here. Then Devin Schroeder versus Rayvon Foley. Although Foley is higher seeded, I think Schroeder will get the win. He upset Foley earlier on in the season. Foley did start at number 2 at 125, and Schroeder really rose up in his ranking. Probably will beat Foley to make the quarters. And then Brody Tesk probably will beat the freshman Trevor, and Drew Hildebrandt will probably get a win as well. In the quarters, Spencer Lee versus Devin Schroeder, rematch of, I think, the Big Ten finals where Spencer Lee teched him. We'll probably tech him again. And then between Drew Hildebrandt and Brody Tesk, this one is going to be a close one. Tesk only has 1 loss on the season, and Hildebrandt is undefeated. Hildebrandt was a conference champion. He's been wrestling really great, and the last time these guys wrestled, Hildebrandt did win by I think 3 or 4 points, so Hildebrandt will probably win again to meet Spencer Lee in the semi. Then in the round of 16 in quarters on the bottom half of the bracket, Courtney should have an easy win over Jarrett Lane, and Ragson will probably lose to Camacho. Ragson, a great wrestler, but Camacho is really just on a different level. Him and Latona really are on different levels in this bottom side of the weight class. So Latona should also advance. And then between Lamont and Heinzelman, this one's going to be close, but between common opponents, Heinzelman is losing. He is, I think, 1-3, while Lamont is 2-4. So that's not that much of a difference, but Lamont does have some wins over higher ranked opponents than Heinzelman does. So that's why we got him moving on. Between Lamont and Latona, Latona should have an easy win here. And between Courtney, the Pac-12 champion, and Camacho, the ACC runner-up, I think Camacho is going to be able to get an upset here. So only losses have been to Sam Latona, and he has some wins over high-ranked opponents. Should be able to take out Brandon Courtney too to move on to the semi. And then in the semifinals on the top side, Hildebrandt versus Spencer Lee. Spencer Lee should have a pretty easy win here. It's just going to dominate through everybody in this weight class. Bottom side, however, Latona versus Camacho, a rematch of the ACC championship. Last time they first off, Latona got the win. Last 2 times they first off, Latona got the win. It was in overtime both times, and Latona will probably be able to pull out another win in a really close contested matchup between him and Camacho. And then in the finals, Spencer Lee versus Sam Latona. I think we all know who's going to win. It's going to be Spencer Lee in this one. Just a stud wrestler, will probably win the Hodge as well, and I think it's no question that he's going to win the 125 title this year. Yeah, let's wrap up our video today talking about our predictions for the 125 and 133 pound weight class. If you haven't watched the other weight class, if this one's the 125, watch the 133 one. It's going to be on our channel, or if vice versa, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, let's wrap up our video for today. Make sure you comment down below, like, and sub for more content like this.